and we'll see what they can bring to the table as here we start on Champion
Moving
Ban
into
Around.
Champion Select, coming into the first round of Pick and Ban, waiting to see what comes out. We'll go ahead and ban the Elise. I remember seeing Mike. That is a very prevalent pick for him, if I'm remembering correctly. Followed up by Shaco and Kaisa. I'm not. Let me go ahead and. Yeah, it actually looks like a lot of 200 games of Shaco on COD Ball. So yeah, I would also go ahead and ban that out because any Shaco is annoying, let alone a 200 game Shaco. Pantheon will be that first pick, really effective pick, can be swapped around to 3 different roles, so we'll have to see where they end up throwing him. Caitlyn and Morgana, first pickup. We saw the Xayah and Rakan last game. This is the equivalent to that Caitlyn Morgana. Really, really strong lane pairing. Have to see how they can combine the bindings with the trap placement, but will be the Jinx getting picked up. So will be a kind of a rough lane phase for Jinx, but if they're able to get moving with that Janna pickup, also a lot of sustain and peel, a lot of disengage for them. So we'll just have to see how this works out.
What is a cod ball? Is that like fish? Like the cod fish? That is a fish, right? Yeah, cod's a fish. Is that what cod ball is?
Maybe
Is he a ball of fish?
Maybe it's a ball of Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. That's a ball of duty?
A ball of duty, yes.
Nice. We've got Nunu and Willump.
Yes.
That's two champions at the same time. It's horrifying. Do they like combine to form one massive entity?
Well, Nunu is the Yeti, and Willump is the Yeti.
Well, I was gonna say
Nunu is the
Willump is much more of a Yeti name.
yeah.
Like,
Nunu is the adorable little child.
Like that little girl's name is. There's no way that little girl's name is Willump. Like that is not thematically appropriate in any way whatsoever. But
yeah, but we have a little bit of a Ratatouille situation going on.
Definitely understandable for sure.
Will be the Nico getting banned out. They don't want any sneaky tricks going on in this game. A lot of jungler bans coming through for Why Are You Running, directed towards God's Plan. Ooh, Akali did get actually kind of a brutal nerf, if I'm being honest. My status on League right now is RIP Akali because she got just guttered in the last patch. They actually took the micro stun off of the first cast of her ultimate, and they changed some of the damage also. Give me just a second. I'm pulling up the nerfs right now.
So, I mean, this is a moment where, as we approach Worlds, both teams are going to have to adapt to this patch. And that's why it's interesting, because since Why Are You Running hasn't played yet, they might have had time to just grind on their own stuff, not be put in any strange positions by any other teams, because they can focus just on what they need to know and what they need to do. And let's see if they can take that practice time and translate into a set against God's Plan. Coming off a tough loss to Arcane, so they need to steal their resolve, find their momentum, and set something up as we move into this second very pivotal game for them. If they lose, they're done. They'll still have to play another set, but they'll be done. And if Why Are You Running can step things up and get things going, they'll be guaranteed to make it out.
Ooh, actually do see the Gnar. I was kind of wanted to see the Alawi there. Really strong lane presence, and a lot of people don't know how to play against the Alawi, so it's a fun matchup sometimes. But the poke coming through from the boomerang definitely be really helpful for J Daddy Melink on that Gnar.
Just get a good little bit of range there, as he's able to really establish things and not let Why Are You Running dive in too hard.
Yeah, AR actually AFK on that Akali. I'm a little bit worried about him. In the patch 9.18, they added 40 seconds on the level 1 Akali ultimate cooldown, as well as just reducing the damage, pulling off the stun off that first cast. And it's a really brutal hit to that ultimate. So we'll have to see how this works out for him. But yeah, we are coming up on that little bit of spectator delay, so we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a commercial break. We'll be back in just a second for God's Plan versus Why Are You Running.
All right, folks, roaring back in. Welcome back to Summer's Rift. As here we go. The Red Army rushing in. Is why are you running? They're more jogging than anything. It doesn't really look like they're running.
Yeah, 5 people moving into the tri-brush will have to blow the flash for Sapphire. Really unfortunate there.
Very early, less than a minute in, and that's already one down for Sapphire. Huge opportunity for why are you running as they all just rushed in. Talk about synergy. There they all go, moving as one collective unit. Don't even need to move the camera. Looking for an opportunity here as minions are coming in. What's going to be the key here for God's Plan as they're already in a tough spot as Sapphire had to burn that so quickly?
Yeah, definitely have to play really conservatively. Mike will have that snowball available for really good ganks, so they'll have to just have to keep wards up and pay attention for Sapphire.
Huge opportunity there. Sapphire burning things earlier, and now, like, why are you running going to have so much opportunity to get things going? God's Plan's going to have to stay resolute and get things taken care of on their end, as right now they're just beating up on some minions over there.
Just standard leashes coming out. Surprised to see Nunu starting up on that top side, but it looks like they just want to give Justify and Monocle a little bit of time on that bottom side to get a CS lead.
So what's going to be the key for why are you running to establish their momentum earlier? They've got a lot of options. They've got a lot of things they can do to really push things in quick. What's going to be the key for them to actually accomplish that?
Well, the later the game goes, the stronger the Azir and the Jinx get for God's Plan. So for why are you running, they're really going to have to take advantage of how strong that Caitlyn Morgana matchup is in the early lane phase. Most likely will be able to get some early turret plates down. Do have the leap coming in onto JDaddy B-Link, but...
So they've got this massive early potential Why Are You Running does, and they're going to have to use it big time, because if they let things sit around too long, God's Plan is just going to be able to take over late game.
Yeah, between that and Akali, just anytime you have an assassin, no Ignite available, but did take the Fleet Footwork, actually, for a little bit more sustain against that Azir. Do have Rakita moving in onto the bottom side. No flash having to be blown, but they did have to blow the heal out of the Caitlyn.
Booty or Die forced to retreat as Why Are You Running doing a good job of managing things quickly. Bot lane Scrub taking on JDaddy Me-Link and doing a great job here. Here he goes, firm and resolute.
And yeah, we'll have the spear available. That was the passive enhanced spear, so a lot of damage coming through off of that one.
Big opportunity there, and bot lane Scrub was able to take it. It looked briefly like things were going to even out, but bot lane Scrub able to stay strong and resolute and get that first kill on JDaddy Me-Link. Surprising stuff.
Yeah, if we looked back on that, he actually input buffered the W for Pantheon. With the Pantheon changes, you can press the W, put the W on the person you want to, flash in, and as soon as you're in range, it'll automatically cast. So I do have the Ignite coming through. Jay Justify will pick up Booty or Die, and that is just really unfortunate for Jama.
Booty or Die struggling a little bit earlier on to manage his health and really establish himself. He was put in a tough spot where he was low on health earlier, and this time they were able to whittle him down all the way and just take care of business. Good stuff there from both teams to win one fight and even things out 5 minutes in. And this is definitely a chance for Jay Justify to keep things moving. Dr. Monocle there following him up on top. Just waiting for an opportunity as Sapphire's slurking off in the distance there.
Yeah, AR actually AFK trying to get some harassment down, but this Azir with lethal tempo is a really strong duelist. Not as strong as if he had something like the Comet, but a lot of pressure.
Huge opportunity here. As now we see Jay Justify and Sapphire, some shots firing off in the distance. Dr. Monocle is ready to go. You see him waiting there, leveling up, just waiting for his opportunity to rise in and really do some damage. Now Codball and actually AFK up there, looking for a chance as we roar back to Dr. Monocle and Jay Justify, just trying to find an opportunity. They're just poking around at each other. See both those minions just casually flinging things at each other. They both look extensively bored, and finally God's Plan's minion is able to execute God's Plan and take care of the other one.
Yeah, we do have the turret plate already going over for this this bottom lane. Rakita moving in. Flash available for Dr. Monocle. I think he also has the binding available. Exhaust comes through. They're trying to pick up a kill onto this Morgana, but she's just kiting all the skill shots. Follow-up coming through for Nunu. But actually, Dr. Monocle flash binding onto the Jinx and just fantastic. Actually flashes into the, dashes into the trap for Caitlyn. That will be Caitlyn picking up another kill, sitting at 2-0-1 with a 150 gold bounty at 6 minutes.
Surprising stuff there is Jay Justify and Dr. Monocle both racking up a kill. Dr. Monocle was in danger there for a minute. He had to fall back, and then out of nowhere, he just surges in and gets that kill. Great stuff from him, and Jay Justify following up as well with one of his own, an early 3-1 lead for Why Are You Running? And now God's Plan might have to start running, or they need to do something.
Started looking really good for God's Plan at the beginning of that fight, but as soon as Mike showed up with that snowball, it was just impossible. We saw the flash binding come out of the Morgana, so won't have that defensively for the next 5 minutes, but a lot of early gold coming through.
Mike just came ambling in with that snowball and just ripped and rolled right through everything, and Dr. Monica was able to follow up right on his heels and get that kill. Jay Justify able to do the same thing, and now God's Plan finds themselves in a bit of an interesting situation where their next move is not exactly clear. What do you think is going to be important for them?
Like I mentioned, it's going to be really important for Why Are You Running to take advantage of this Caitlyn being strong. So they just need to most likely keep Rakita on that bottom side, try to keep Jay Justify and Dr. Monocle as far away from that turret as possible.
Absolutely. And now we're in a spot where Dr. Monocle and Jay Justify are encroaching slowly, just trying to find a chance here. Rakita fighting off against Mike over on the other side. Mike in a bit of a tough spot, but he's able to excise Rakita, get him just out of the way, and now here we are in a bit of a moment. Dr. Monocle and Jay Justify making a great dynamic duo, looking like Bonnie and Clyde, except one of them's blue. I don't think Bonnie or Clyde were blue, but I mean, I'm no expert in...
It's more Thelma and Louise, since they're both women.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Were either Thelma or Louise blue?
I think they both were, yeah.
Were they blue?
Yeah, both. Yeah,
they were
both,
definitely blue? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not...
I think you got a recoloring wrong if you don't remember that.
I mean,
like, you got a miscolored copy of the VHS.
I'm not a blueologist, man. Here's a spot. All of Why Are You Running just gathering themselves together over on this side and fighting on this dragon. This is not what Skyrim looked like when I played it. I wish you could have a Yeti in Skyrim. That'd be so cool. True.
Yeah, that would be a really fun mod.
Ripping away on that dragon. Yeti versus dragon. Who would win? That's a Mugen fight for you. Check that one out in your spare time. As now we have Jay Justify and Dr. Monocle slowly encroaching. Booty or Die felt a bit of an onslaught, and he's able to retreat back. Sapphire doing his best to maintain position.
Yeah, they are trying to just get whatever CS they can, but they're constantly getting pushed under turret, and it's really hard to CS under turret if you're not communicating well.
Sapphire and Booty or Die managed to restore themselves
Pantheon
back
Ultimate
to full
coming
health.
in just to make it back to lane, it looks like.
And here's an opportunity for bot lane Scrub to keep his momentum going. He has the only kill so far for God's Plan. He might want to rack up a few more if his team's going to get themselves back in position.
Yeah, one thing we need to look at is 28-72 in that bot lane CS matchup. That is really unfortunate for God's Plan.
And Codball and actually AFK in a big spot. AFK able to surge in, and now bot lane Scrub and J Daddy Meelink up there in the top.
Oh,
just trying to find an opportunity, and here comes bot lane Scrub.
Yeah, J Daddy Meelink will have to blow the flash as he gets ignited. Will go ahead and transform into the Meganar, but we have 3 members on this bottom side applying so much turret pressure. If we look at the gold, there's 4,200 as opposed to 1,900 on the Jinx. More than double the gold on this Caitlyn right now.
Huge opportunity
Azir
here.
comes in, does pull off the Shurima Shuffle, but does get caught up in those soul shackles.
And Jay Justify
will pick him up. Ace in the Hole comes through, does a lot of damage onto Sapphire. Mike will go down to the turret, though. 1 kill goes over to that Jinx. Really needed Rakita onto J Daddy Meelink. Will pop the ultimate, and bot lane Scrub picks him up with the spear from a distance.
His second kill on J Daddy Meelink.
Will pick him up with the flash, followed by that shuriken throw. And a lot going on in this game. Why are you running, picking up a ton of gold?
Bot lane Scrub with his second kill there on J Daddy Meelink, but that was really the only thing we saw God's Plan able to consistently do.
Yeah, but that will be first turret going over on the bottom side, and we're at 10 minutes, so that was with full plate gold.
Huge performance in bot lane there from Why Are You Running, completely taking over, destroying that turret and every champion that tried to defend it. Great stuff early on from them.
Yeah, so we are at 10 minutes, and we have a fully completed Infinity Edge on this Caitlyn. This is a nightmare scenario for God's Plan.
God's Plan doing an alright job of managing things up on the top, but down at that bot lane, they just got ransacked and rummaged right through, and they have to do something here to even this out before things get real bad real fast.
Yeah, getting that Pantheon ahead is good. Does have the Duskblade, though, so opting more towards the bursty damage style, and I'm not sure how that is going to really help against the Caitlyn and Morgana. If you're Pantheon, you're not even going to be able to get on top of that Caitlyn with the shield.
Tough opportunity here as now we have Mike and Dr. Monaco just wailing away over there, continuing their offensive firepower. Both teams just trying to re-engage. Daddy Mealing jumping in, and he's able to get out of the way of what could have been a defensive back shot there. Codball versus AFK. Here's a dangerous position.
Yeah, Shuriken on Codball will have to go. Grand Skyfall coming on to Jay Justify does have the have the knockup available, but 3 members here to help out Justify. Dr. Monaco will go ahead and pick up bot lane scrub, and that is really, really unfortunate.
It was an even fight for a minute. Bot lane scrub there had himself in an even position. He just got overwhelmed. 2 more champions and a snowball just
Umbral
rising
Trespass coming through for Rakita, but J Daddy Mealing doing a great job jumping over that wall, getting Rakita as far from the base as possible.
And he's got an advantageous position. He's going to chase him down. If he can even that out, that could be big. So now Codball has himself in a bit of a sticky spot.
Oh no! Unfortunately, Codball does blow the wall, but not going to be able to help him out. As in the top side, we did have. I think he's gonna.
And a turret takes down Rakita. Dangerous spot here as one turret goes down. Bot lane scrub trying to save the day, surrounded by minions. And here comes Booty or Die and Sapphire just trying to make something out of this and stop the bleeding and recoups a little bit of momentum.
We're seeing another crazy game where they're just taking the early pressure and they are running with it. 12 minutes into this game.
Booty or Die
hasn't even gone down yet. Booty or Die. Unfortunately, when you stopwatch against a Caitlyn, you get trapped.
He was stopped right in his tracks. He thought he had a moment.
Oh,
he
the
was
shutdown goal will
up.
go over off of the Caitlyn with that incredible damage coming through on the empowered spear.
We saw Booty or Die just saunter up and was stopped right in his tracks by an onslaught from Why Are You Running? And now bot lane scrub and Sapphire just trying to save the day to the best of their ability. Why Are You Running forced to retreat just a little bit, but still massive momentum on their perspective. And there's Dr. Monaco coming in.
Yeah, bot lane scrub tries to get the stun off, but the shield is available, and the ultimate does get blown. Perfect execution there for
actually
Akali.
AFK with huge execution. He just rushed right in.
J Daddy Mealing in a bad position, caught in a 1v2, and he's just trying to get away, but that will be a kill going over to Codball, and that is who you needed to get some gold on. Mountain Drake is alive. Have to see who decides to start this one up.
Important stuff here is now we have Sapphire and Booty or Die facing off against actually AFK, who's just going to get himself out of the way. Here comes Codball to rejoin the rest of his team, and the march is on.
Yeah, but a level 10 Akali does have the revolver available. That you can get assassinated by the Akali if you're either of the squishy members.
Looking for a moment here, and now that Dragon's looking pretty squishy himself. That's one squishy member of this screen, as blue team's just looking God Plan over here, just waiting for their opportunity to rise in. There's a lot going on over on the right-hand side of that screen, and they're looking to eschew their opportunity and just regroup over on the other side.
Yeah, between the consume smite of Nunu, it's really hard to secure an objective against a Nunu. Ace in the hole comes through. Thankfully, that shield will provide enough, but he probably would have gone down if not for that shield.
Looking for an opportunity here is now Codball and Booty or Die find themselves in a tough spot as Why Are You Running is encroaching big time. The blue turret will fall to the might of Why Are You Running. A huge opportunity here. Team fight engaging pretty shortly as God's Plan is looking to step back and find their chance. Why Are You Running choosing to retreat, stepping back out of the way. What's going to be key in this next interaction?
I think that, I mean, I'm honestly not sure. They keep finding J Daddy Mealing out of position. 3 members here. Does get exhausted. Does have his support, though, to help him out. Gets the Dark Binding, and they will be able to... ooh, actually, Rakita does get caught out. Soul Shackles get used, and this will be a dead jungler.
That was a spot where J Daddy Mealing got caught out of position, but he was able to get himself out of danger, get himself off the ropes, and meet up with Dr. Monaco and really just take care of business
shutdown
up
gold
there.
Going over to the Pantheon, sitting with the nice score.
Tough moment there where both teams had a player get caught out of position. but only God's Plan faltered as a result of it. But now things are still relatively even here. God's Plan has an opportunity if they can steal their resolve and move forward.
Yeah, first completed items coming through here for most of the members have the Nashor's Tooth onto the Azir, Gunblade coming through for the Akali, so ton of kill threat onto the Akali now.
Bot lane Scrub surging along, looking for an opportunity here as this could be big.
Bot lane Scrub is really his only team's hope right now. Need to give Sapphire more time to scale up. He doesn't even have the does not have the Infinity Edge yet.
It's two unfortunate early losses
Yeah,
for
1v1
Sapphire.
coming through. AR actually AFK. Rakita here to help him out, but doesn't even need the help. Shutdown gold going over.
Bot lane Scrub took a bit of damage. He knew he was all right. Rakita was there to save the day no matter what, and he was able to get the win there. Huge stuff from bot lane Scrub. He's going to be crucial as, again, Sapphire hasn't been able to set anything up after 2 early losses.
Yeah, Dr. Monocle in really bad position. Caught out in a 1v4 here. Will just be going down. Jay Justify here will just have to watch his support die.
Unfortunate stuff there, as now actually AFK and Dr. Monocle both down for Why Are You Running. They need Dr. Monocle there to equalize things.
Yeah,
right
we've
now,
seen some crucial kills coming through for God's Plan. Jay Justify all by himself does have to blow the flash. He has no help right now. What are you doing?
unfortunate situation for Jay Justify. Once again, caught very far out of position. What can he do to even things out? Does a lot of damage to Booty or Die there, and he's able to re-engage and get himself out of danger for a moment.
2 flashes getting blown, actually, to pick up that...
Rakita and bot lane Scrub like vultures, just diving in on him, sensing blood in the water, quite literally, and taking care of business to tie this back up.
Yeah, at first, Booty or Die actually saved him with the Monsoon, but actually able to get himself out there. Rakita in a 1v2 here. Jinx on the side to help him out, but kind of just stuck by that turret. Dr. Monocle all by himself, able to get the binding onto that Pantheon, so will be able to walk out safely.
Bot lane Scrub was encroaching on him quickly, but he was able to pull that out there and get himself out of danger. That could have been huge for God's Plan, but saving grace for Dr. Monocle gives them one more chance. Looking for their opportunity here, just regaining things. God's Plan has really surged their way back into this match, and I'm really interested to see what they can do. Why Are You Running has to reestablish that momentum that they had earlier. They have a gold advantage, but it's a matter of what they can do with it to close this out. We were worried about this. Why Are You Running needed to have an early surge of momentum because God's Plan will strengthen later on in the game. Sapphire hasn't been able to get much going with that Jinx so far, but if he can, that's going to be massive for them.
Yeah, currently sitting almost double CS on this Caitlyn above the Jinx. Still no Infinity Edge.
That's going to be crucial for Sapphire to get that going. That's what a lot of this game plan revolves around. If he can manage to pull it off, they'll be in a great position because they've managed to pull this back to even.
Yeah, so for God's Plan, this is all about stalling the game out, trying to get Sapphire, but he's in a 1v1 here. He's most likely actually won't go down to J-Daddy Me-Link.
J-Daddy Me-Link forced to retreat. Sapphire doing a great job of holding his own. That Jinx has to get going, though, as when he keeps getting caught out of position in those dangerous 1v1s, it's just not an ideal position for this team. They need him on point. They need everything working together so they can establish this later on in the game. If Why Are You Running can keep out to a commanding lead like they did in the first 10 minutes or so, it's going to be bad news bears for God's Plan. But they've done a good job of managing things over the last 9 minutes.
Another Mountain Drake is available here. Looks like it will be Why Are You Running for the taking. Do use the Consume Smite, and it will be second Mountain Drake, so they will be able to just melt through any objective.
And here's an opportunity where Why Are You Running still has that significant gold advantage, as we see Mike just rocking off over there, taking care of business on this side. God's Plan needs to establish themselves quickly. There's still time left in this game, but Why Are You Running might be able to regain a little bit of momentum if they're not careful.
Yeah, we are on a little bit of a lull as everyone just resets, spends that gold, gets back onto the map, and starts to farm up a little bit. But are at 19.5 minutes, so Baron will be spawning soon. We'll have to see if there are any teams that are going to pull the trigger on that early.
I tell you, Bump, I see a big team fight coming up in the near future, as this is going to be a crucial engagement somewhere around the 20 to 25 minute mark that's going to decide a lot about this late game.
Yeah, we have the Infinity Edge finally coming through for the Jinx, but at the same time, the Essence Reaver got completed for the Caitlyn, so she's a full item ahead of her counterpart.
And here comes bot lane Scrub.
Yeah, in a really bad position, but does get the transform off, will get that extra bit of bonus health, does have the ultimate available, so most likely will get himself out. No one coming out to help out bot lane Scrub. But this leaves why are you running with plenty of just presence around the Baron area. If they start to see that people are moving down to help out bot lane Scrub, they can probably pull the trigger on this Baron.
Bot lane Scrub started to hammering away at JDaddy Meanlink. He's able to escape with just a fraction of his health left. Dangerous position for him to be sure, but let's see if it matters.
Oh.
Bot lane Scrub roars back in and rampaging all over things right now. Huge stuff from him early on.
Yeah, fantastic ultimate there. Grand Skyfall comes in, able to pick him up with the spear, though.
Justify. Been caught out of position a lot, but he's able to win that battle right there and take care of things. This is a huge opportunity for both teams. Whoever can take this is going to mean a lot. Looking for an opportunity here. Roaring back over there on the left-hand side. This is a big opportunity.
Actually goes over to Dr. Mom. Actually, probably who they wanted to give it over to.
God's Plan slowly moving in, prepping their engagement here. This is going to be a big opportunity for them as we get closer to this later game. If they can get things moving, they might be able to establish a lead and carry it through to the end. Why Are You Running has to win a couple more of these to secure their position.
Yeah, bot lane Scrub trying to just solo carry the rest of his team. Does get caught out, though. Does have the Guardian Angel available. Absolute Zero coming in from the Nunu. Doesn't do a ton of damage. Does get stunned up. Shurima Shuffle on the backside. Emperor's Divide won't do anything to help out the Azir as he goes down to Caitlyn.
You saw bot lane Scrub and Sapphire just roar in and make a lot of offensive firepower for themselves. Sapphire got the kill, but it was both of them roaring in.
Yeah, with the mid laner going down, Codball is a huge team fight presence. That will be Sapphire picking up a 4th kill.
Sapphire just ransacking this team right now, and here comes God's Plan rising in just like we thought they could. And Why Are You Running has to find their momentum back. There, that could be something.
JDaddy Meanlink versus AR AFK. We do have Jaina trying to come in and help, but this is a 4v2 now, not really in great positioning.
And actually AFK just destroyed their JDaddy Meanlink now in a very precipitous position. What can he do?
Does get caught up by the Chompers and will go down. They weren't able to pop the passive of the Guardian Angel there, but honestly not worth it.
Huge stuff there from bot lane Scrub and Sapphire. Just massive offensive firepower for them there. Sapphire took a minute to get going, but now he's got his 4th kill overall. No, 5th, I'm sorry. 5th kill so far, and he's in a huge position right now.
Yeah, they are trying to take advantage of those kills that they got, trying to move up, pick up this mid lane tier 1 turret.
Big opportunity there. That turret goes down, and now God's Plan just trying to rise in and capitalize on the momentum they've had.
Mike Ox will have to flash in to get back into that fight. Codball trying to get whatever he can, but another kill going over to Caitlyn.
And Mike doing a great job of evening things out for Why Are You Running as Sapphire was just roaring in. Bot lane Scrub was unstoppable there for a minute as Dr. Monocle fell 2 times in a row very fast. Mike was crucial there to save the day for his team. That could have gotten real bad real fast.
Yeah, definitely able to pick up the Pantheon, and since that's the majority of gold for God's Plan, this is when you can really pull the trigger onto this Baron. Jinx is alive, but they should be able to just go ahead and pick this up with all the items on the Caitlyn. Yep, this will not even be contested. Consume Smite will be there, will pick up the Baron. Why Are You Running? Now looking to try to close out this game.
Huge opportunity for them as God's Plan's been able to win a lot of these team fights. He's been able to get a lot of kills, but it's a position where Why Are You Running is really in a spot where they can do a lot. Sapphire wasn't able to get things going. He was able to get a lot of kills, 4 of them in fact, but he has to get that Jinx going. They have to find that team synergy or else Why Are You Running might be able to steal this one.
Yeah, and we have a 4th Drake going over for Why Are You Running. They do have the double mount now, so they will be able to just take any poke that comes out from God's Plan, back up, reset, and just come back onto the map healthy.
Now actually AFK in a bit of danger. Bot lane Scrub was encroaching on him fast, but those minions coming in, slowing him down just a little bit. Now Codball, Booty or Die, and bot lane Scrub all generating there to set things up.
Yeah, 3 items completed on this Caitlyn as opposed to 2 for the Jinx. 3.5 practically, so really far behind for the Jinx right now. Bot lane Scrub finds out AR actually AFK. Looks like he wasn't really paying attention, but he's in a really bad position. They're trying to help him out, but will just get solo killed. J-Daddy Melink on this bottom side in a 1v1 against Rakita may be able to pop him, take this 1v1. Passive will pop, does transform into the Meganar, and 3 in this mid lane now. No minions available for Why Are You Running?
We've seen bot lane Scrub really just take care of business every time he's been put in a position where he needs to, and here he comes.
Yeah, Grand Skyfall comes down, actually goes down onto a trap, so we'll get caught up a little bit. Snowball comes out trying to find bot lane Scrub, and they're really who Why Are You Running needs to kill to be able to pull the trigger on a fight.
If they can take care of bot lane Scrub, they'll be in a great position, but so far that's proved difficult to do. And now here comes Sapphire, Rakita, and Booty or Die all in to try and save things.
Yeah, this game has essentially turned into J Justify versus bot lane Scrub.
And J Justify has occasionally been finding himself caught out of position in very difficult positions where there's not much possibility for him, but this is a huge opportunity for him to make up for all of that and get momentum back. Looking for his
big
opportunity.
stun coming onto Rakita, will pop the ultimate, and Ace in the Hole comes through. Fantastic ult to dodge the Ace in the Hole, but Dr. Monocle does pop the Soul Shackles and the Hourglass. Actually will get himself away. Absolute Zero comes through. Bot lane Scrub will go down here also. And this is a fantastic fight coming through. Justify trying to find whatever damage he can.
Great stuff from J Justify. Also great stuff there from Sapphire.
Yeah, we do have the Shurima Shuffle coming through. J-Daddy Melink trying to get enough rage to transform. And that is a fantastic fight, only giving up the support and finding the top half of the map, top 3 members, the top jungle mid for God's Plan.
All falling down deep, and now Sapphire and Booty or Die in a tough position as J Justify finally found his own. He grew up, he's a big boy now, and here he comes rushing back.
Yeah, now they can just escort this Baroned up minion wave into this inhibitor, pick up this inhibitor, and with this down, they should be able to start applying side wave pressure.
Sapphire had to be cautious there, wasn't able to do much about it. Rakita roaring back, and now all of God's Plan is back with Codball rising back in right now. And now it's a position where they need to find this quickly, but if J Justify can keep playing like he did there and J-Daddy Melink helping him out, they're going to be in a tough spot as God's Plan might not have much doing for him.
Yeah, Rakita able to get his own buff there. Saying no to AR actually AFK, saying no, that's my gold, thank you.
Sapphire here rising up, just looking for his opportunity to make something happen. If Sapphire can get that Jinx online and keep playing like he was around the 20-minute mark about 7 minutes ago, it could be huge for God's Plan. But J Justify and J-Daddy Melink, it must be the day of J's because they've really found their own here in the last 3 or 4. Looking for an opportunity here. Dr. Monocle was so fearsome there, he froze the entire screen. And now Codball and Booty or Die looking for their opportunity. Actually AFK, wailing away on some minions up top.
Yeah, Gnar on his own, all on his own on that bottom side. 3 members trying to find him out, but there are 3 members on the top side for Why Are You Running?
Actually, AFK just wailing away on some minions there. He sees bot lane Scrub over on the other side behind that vegetation. Just looking for his moment to rise in. Bot lane Scrub has been a huge piece for God's Plan throughout this entire game. See if they can maintain that going through. Now, actually, AFK rising in, and Sapphire and Rakita all just wailing away. All of God's Plan centered in over there on the bottom left, looking for an opportunity as they keep actually AFK at actually AF Bay.
Yeah, but we do on this entire time have J-Daddy Melink on the bottom side chipping away on that turret. Will pick up the turret, but AR actually AFK in a 1v1 here with bot lane Scrub.
And
trying to
Rakita
find
coming
the
in.
2v2. Does have to blow the perfect execution just to get away. Will not go down to the ignite, but J-Daddy Melink in a bad position here. 1v2.
He was just trying to help.
To transform.
J-Daddy Melink was just trying to help. He was just trying to come in. He saw his teammate J Justify in a bad spot, and he's like, here, I'm going to come help you. But now he's paying the price for it. Tough spot for him to be in as bot lane Scrub was just damaging.
Yeah, Absolute Zero coming in. J Justify having a fantastic game on this Caitlyn, and we finally see J-Daddy Melink starting to smack around the Pantheon.
J-Daddy Melink and J Justify doing a great job of evening things out for their team. They're going to need to keep performing, and J Justify sure is. He's rising up, but this is a huge opportunity for him as now God's Plan is on the ropes a little bit.
Yeah, 2 members with almost 40 seconds left to spawn. I think with the super minions here already, they probably will be able to end this game. Pantheon Streamer Shuffle is available. Pantheon ult comes down onto the Morgana. Soul Shackles get popped, but
Bot lane
lane Scrub
Scrub
will be going down.
Unfortunately, he just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, that will be actually the game going. Why are you running? Smacking around God's plan and saying, I'm sorry, you don't get to play this afternoon.
Huge stuff there. Bot lane Scrub did his best throughout this entire game, just ransacking and just pummeling away at people on Why Are You Running. But Jay Justify was able to just hold on and make things happen. J Daddy Meelink did a good job overall, but Jay Justify just powering through, actually AFK holding his own, and Mike also coming in clutch situations, just take care of business. Great stuff from Why Are You Running there to close it down.
Yeah, fantastic. If we look at the gold difference, we see 6,000 difference between Jay Justify and anyone else on his team. That's insane.
Because Why Are You Running, and especially Jay Justify, were just able to roar in early on and just absolutely dominate the early bit of this match. God's Plan with a bit of a comeback between minutes 10 and 20, but for the last 10 minutes, it was just Jay Justify and J Daddy Meelink with a little bit of actually AFK tanking for him, just able to take care of business and just send things out. Amazing performance from Jay Justify. It really wasn't even close. He was the best player on this game right now. Best player on this map.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate for God's Plan, but a fantastic performance out of Why Are You Running. Looks like we will be taking a little bit of a break as we get ready for our next matchup, but don't go anywhere.
You won't be able to Jay Justify leaving because we've got a lot of great league coming up next.